amigos, ¿cómo están ustedes? How are you today? This is part 2 where we were interviewing Chris Barrett, the CEO and president of the Pocono Mountains Visitors Bureau, because we want to know what the Visitors Bureau is about, and he told us in the first video, so please tune in the first video. And now we're going to find out what is there to do in the Poconos in this COVID-19 time for tourists and locals too, because locals, let's get out of the couch and let's get going. So anyway, who should come to the Poconos, really? Because it's like, is the Poconos for everybody?
Everybody asks me that all the time, and my answer to that is yes, because we have 4 strong seasons of...
You can tell me that. I know, I believe it.
We do. Spring, summer, winter, and fall. There's something to do here all the time. So it's not like we only have one strong season in the Poconos. If you want to ski, if you want to do indoor water parks, if you want to do the outdoor activities, if you want to be on the river, you can do it almost any time of the year.
But now it's summer.
It's summer.
Let's focus on the summer.
And we have an outdoor water park at Camelback Resort, for instance.
Is it open now? How is it?
It is.
How are the safety rules in a recreation park, in a water park?
That's a good question. So right now, all of those operations are restricted to a 50% capacity. And over the months that we were in lockdown, a lot of us worked together to kind of define what that looks like. So, and plus, we had to have the social distancing rules in effect as well, and the masking and everything else that you need to do. So if you go to those properties' websites, it's pretty well defined what those properties did in order to get first to be restricted at 50%, but then everything that they're doing in addition to adhere to CDC and exceed CDC guidelines. That's the key to everything.
So people that want to go to a water park, let's say, do they have to make a reservation? Can they just come and spend the day and go? What is the best way to do it?
One of the things that we advise is if you know you want to come to the Poconos and take and vacation and recreate here, go to our website, but then also go to the website of each individual property you would like to visit. That'll give most of the detail, but sometimes these things do change. Sometimes they have to take reservations, sometimes not. Of course, most of the resorts and hotel operations do. So we always advise going to our website, then to each individual property's website to check out what those rules are and guidelines at any given time, because they can change.
I see. And what about the locals? Let's go for the locals. I'm a local, right? And suddenly you come to a Poconos when you live somewhere else, but you're a local, and then you're a, what do you say, couch potato? We're a couch potato, or you work in your garden, or you do your laundry, and then, or you work in your yard, and you don't do anything. So what do people, locals, should do that they don't do normally? What is special for our local people?
That's really interesting. And a lot of my friends in the industry always say, they get the same question, and you can get a great cup of coffee in Jim Thorpe or in Stroudsburg or in Milford or in Honesdale and
if you haven't been there, you should go.
Oh,
I haven't been in some of those places. That's terrible, right?
And that's what some people say. Because they live in Stroudsburg, they don't realize some of the cool things you can do really in your own backyard. And I think we're all guilty of that. But you can do really great things here for very little money. And you know, because the times are uncertain, you want to stick a little closer to home. When you look at where Jim Thorpe is located in Milford, it's about an hour drive. So you're within, I guess, 50 to 70 miles or a little bit more. So there's so much to do. If you didn't want to travel anywhere domestically in the U.S., there's a lot to do right here in the Poconos. It's great.
I see. It is really great, the Poconos. And what about couples? Let's say that you need a getaway with your other half, right? You need to get away with the kids, you need to get away of everybody, you know. What is there to do for couples, let's say?
Oh my gosh. I mean, the romantic pieces of it are just, you can find them everywhere, around every corner. So we have so many really cool, small little operations that are high quality. Like the one that comes to my mind is the French Manor. So the French Manor in Sterling.
I haven't been there.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's been operated by the same family who has been in hospitality starting at Mount Airy. When Mount Airy was Mount Airy, it still is a great property, but when it really originated decades ago, that family now operates the French Manor. And it's a 4-diamond lodging and dining experience in a bed and breakfast, which is incredibly rare. And the quality of the experience there is amazing. If you're a couple, it's a great thing to experience. If you want the classic experience of a Cove Haven or like the heart-shaped tubs and the champagne glass, all those types of things, we have everything here too. Or again, if you want to get out and commune with nature and camp and hike, you can do that too. Or you can do it all in one weekend. So when you come to the Poconos, you're not only restricted to one experience, you're really restricted to what your imagination would want you to do, and as two people together. That's what's great about it. You can almost do anything here.
So tell me, what's the favorite, confess to all of us, what is the favorite thing to do with your wife here in the Poconos?
To me, I love Mount Airy. I mean, I grew up with Mount Airy in Hazleton, hearing it on TV all the time, and I never visited it. Then going to Mount Airy, and it's just, oh, it's such a high quality experience.
The casino.
Yeah, well, not only the gaming piece of it, but the resort is $4 diamond. So the dining experiences and the resort itself are $4 diamond. So that means it's the pinnacle of that type of experience. And for instance, their pool areas, their indoor pool and outdoor pools they're very high quality, and they have a salon experience and spa, which that's another thing. That's another whole show is about our spas here in the Poconos. Woodlock is another great experience. Woodlock Spa is consistently rated in the top 10, not only in the state and in the country, but in the United States by Condé Nast year after year after year. And those are the kind of things you don't normally find in a destination. So we're lucky to have those.
We're lucky to have it. One last thing. Why should people come to our Poconos instead of going to somewhere else?
Well, my colleagues all around
in one
the country.
sentence, come on. Can you give us one sentence?
Because it's anything you want it to be.
It's anything you want it to be. Los Poconos es cualquier cosa que usted quiera. ¿Qué le parece? I think this is great. We can end it like that. But Chris, you made a promise to me, a Pocono promise to me.
Yes.
Chris and Christina, you're going to show me the jewels in the Poconos, okay? The spas, the lodgings, the recreational parks, the hikes, everything I don't know. How's that?
I would love it because Christina's awesome. We love her. We love listening to her. We're learning so much together, and we can't wait.
And Chris, I promise you something. I'm going to show you the Hispanic secrets in the Poconos.
I can't wait. She's going to actually teach me a little bit of Spanish. So you guys are going to have to be very patient with me because my grandmother was Italian and taught me Italian. They're close, but she's going to really tune me up there. So
arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Hasta luego, amigos. We'll see you soon. We're waiting for you in the Poconos. I'm not moving from the Poconos. I'm going to be a tourist in my hometown, in the Poconos. How's that? What about you? Vengan a visitarnos. Come to visit us, okay? Café with Christina and Pocono Mountains. No se lo pierdan. Sign up with us and you can follow all our adventures here in the Poconos. Hasta luego, amigos. Chris, I cannot give you a hug, but I can give you a café.
We're going to do that café? Salud.